TikTok and YouTube Shorts are making people seriously rich. Starting a social media account is one of the best time investments that you can do in 2024, as if you're able to grow your account, you have so many opportunities to begin making thousands. One of the best tips that anyone could give you when it comes to social media is to stay consistent. This means things like daily uploads, but what you might not have realized is that you also need to be consistent with your niche. Too many people start social media and just start posting random stuff which doesn't relate to one another. This results in the being unable to build a proper loyal set of followers, which in turn leads to low views. So, as we've just realized, making sure that you're in the right niche is extremely important, and it can make or break your account. In this video, I'll be showcasing a niche that has very recently began to blow up. It's super easy to make, and with only 5 minutes of your time, you have a very good chance of making a high-quality viral video. I'll showcase a video in this niche, and then I'll jump into a step-by-step tutorial on how to make this content. Here's the niche.
Question 1. What does the red larva say? Welcome to the AP Brainrot Quiz. I am your Professor Dr. Dingle, and you...
Right, some of you might be a little bit confused at the terminology of this video, but don't worry, I'll make it make sense. So it's basically a Brainrot Quiz, which are these weird memes that have somehow gone viral. Don't worry if you don't understand it, you'll learn by the end of this video. In order to actually make money, we need an eligible TikTok account. If you're outside of these regions and can't access the creativity program, then I'd recommend getting an account that has the program in this video's description. Alright, as this content is part of the quiz niche, the first thing we need are our questions. Now I tried to get ChatGPT to create a quiz for us, but it didn't really understand the meme and just gave me back a generic script. So instead, I recommend you firstly research the meme through sites like Know Your Meme. Obviously, if you understand it, you don't really need to. Once you understand it a little better, you want to head to TikTok. Once on the site, search for Brainrot Quiz and watch some more videos like the one that I showcased at the start of this video. You want to compile a list of about 6 to 8 questions from different videos that we are going to use when creating ours. Alright, once you've taken some time to gather a list of questions that you're going to use for your video, it's time to create a voiceover for said video. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of this channel, you know that I'm going to recommend Elevenlabs, as it's an extremely good software and actually made the voice that you're listening to right now. It's also free up to a certain point, however you can just buy more characters for extremely cheap. Head to Elevenlabs through the link in this video's description. Once you're on here, you firstly want to hit this drop-down button here and try out a few voices for your video. Once you have one you like, click it to select it. Next, you want to paste in or type out the questions that you came up with during your research. Make sure that there's periods after everyone or it will mess up our voiceover. Once that's in place, you want to go ahead and enter a few things that'll give our video an extra boost. To begin, we firstly need to come up with a hook. I'm going to go with Brainrot Quiz. If you get more than 4, you're officially cooked. With this hook in place, we next want to add an engagement booster. About halfway down, I'm going to add text like, "Who's more cooked? You, or the first person that appears when you hit share, and then more." This is a good little engagement booster that'll be very good for our video. Alright, now that our video is around 1,000 characters long, we can go ahead and generate the voiceover. Alright, the final thing we need for our video is some background gameplay, specifically Minecraft parkour. I have a pack for sale in this video's description that contains many HD gameplays. If you want to get them yourself, firstly head to YouTube and search Minecraft parkour. Next, scroll around until you find a video you like and that you want to use for this video. Once you've found one, head to the search bar. The last thing we need for our video is a countdown bar. This is super easy to get. Just head back to YouTube and search for loading bar green screen. You want to scroll around until you find this exact one, as it's the one that all the accounts use. In order to edit our video, I'm going to use CapCut. Once you have hit new project on CapCut, the first thing you want to do is import all the media that we just gathered. Alright, the first thing to add is our Minecraft parkour. Select it and drag it into the timeline like so. Now, this is going to be very long, so we need to crop it down to 1 minute long. Just put your mouse at 1 minute and press W on your keyboard to remove everything afterwards. Now we need to hit this ratio button here and select 9:16 in order to put our video into the TikTok aspect ratio. Finally, drag our parkour so that it covers the whole screen like so. Now that that's in place, we need to add our voiceover. Now you may have noticed that our voiceover isn't quite 1 minute. Don't worry, we're going to fix that problem now. Drag in your voiceover, and you need to start to split it up after each fact. To split your voiceover on CapCut, you need to hit B on your keyboard, and then click where you want to split the video into 2. So, make sure it's split after facts 1 through 10. Now, as we're left with all these different sections, we need to spread them out equally over the duration of our video, leaving a little gap each time. You should end up with something that looks like this. Alright, our video's coming along. The next thing we need is text that shows all of the questions. Head to text in the top left and add some default text. Now head to the top right and start by selecting a font for your text. I'm gonna go with this one. Now scroll down and check the boxes under stroke and shadow to make it look better. Now type in easy difficulty into the text box. The idea is that we have this text to remind the viewer of the quiz and that it's gonna get harder. Now adjust and position the text so that it is in the top left of the screen, leaving room for 5 other bits of text below it. Finally, you want to set the duration of the text so that it lasts until the end of the video. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this bit, but what you need to do now is copy and paste the text 6 times and input the rest of the text into their respective parts of the video. You also want to color the medium difficulty text yellow and the hard text red. Make sure the duration of these is also until the end of the video, and also make sure that your list looks something like this. The next thing we want to add is captions, as they make our video that bit more engaging. Head to the top right of CapCut and select text. Next, hit auto captions, make sure the language is English, and then hit generate. It'll take a moment for CapCut to do its thing, but you should be left with captions that look like this. Start by dragging them to the middle of your screen. Next, head to the top right of CapCut and select a font for your video. I'm gonna go with this one. Then scroll down and select the boxes under stroke and shadow to give our video that bit more depth. Finally, hit animation in the top right, then hit captions, and then pick an animation you like to really bring our text to life. The final thing we need to add is the countdown timer. You want to drag it onto your timeline and position it so that it appears 5 seconds before the answer is revealed. In order to remove the green screen, you want to hit Remove Background in the top right. Next, hit Chroma key and then click the green area. Once this is done, you need to copy this in for all your questions. Alright, our video is basically done now, so hit Export. Alright, that's all for today's video. If you want high-quality assets that are guaranteed to blow up your TikTok page, head to the description. Bye.